Hello guys, Alpha Smurf finally back again. Hello Recent. Hey, check this out. This darkness is first question of the day. What is the mic drop for this darkness? The mic drop. Closest answer wins. Let's see. Recent, how are you for right? Mas Bolang 22. I puke. Mike Green. MPBP. So BP gets 40 mil. Mike Green 54 mil. Recent 38 mil. Chances 37 mil. Rodriguez 32. David 36. I puke 30 million. And the answer is... I have no idea. You guys notice something? You know why when there's dual darkness inside, this cavalry and range inside, it's always best to send only range, because it will kind of guarantee you to hit the range front, the cavalry front line instead of hitting the cavalry front line, instead of hitting the range front line. Let me just lower the volume. Right. Is it better like this? I guess it's better like this. How's the music volume now? Is it better? So the answer is 43 million. Did anyone get it correct? I have no idea. 43 million. So I think there's no one that's within a 3 million range, right? So forfeited. No one won the Hall of Fame. Too bad. Next one. Good. The next one, I think, this darkness is kind of difficult because let me see. This does level 23 with a mix of infantry and range, but it's just that it's in front line. Okay. So second guess is this darkness over here. This one over here. Okay, back to this darkness thing again. When you already scouted it, right? And the darkness shows cavalry and range. Ideally, you should always avoid sending buffer like this, because when you send buffer, which is for infantry, some of cavalry troops inside, right? You actually hinder that mechanism whereby it allows the cavalry troops within the darkness to dash out of the darkness. So this is a perfect example why you shouldn't send any cavalry, because if you send, shouldn't send any buffer, because when you send buffer, okay, this is a range wedge, which means by default the range is in the front line, so you couldn't, if the cavalry will not even dash out of the darkness, right, your first target will be the range, which is not really a good target at all. You should always send only range so that you can trigger them to dash out, rush out of the darkness, right? First person, you know the rule? The rule is within 3 million. So unfortunately, the answer is 43.5 million. It was close, you know, it was close. Not saying that your answer is not that close, but as I said before, must be within 3 million. So yours is 3.5, but too bad. Alright, next one. This one is this darkness thing. You know, for this stream, right, I try to keep it short and a dress out chat posted by you guys, plus this thing over here. I think it's 100 packs, right? Let's see how many would we be able to push up at least some of the major children maggots to at least adult. Impossible to push up to elder stage because it's gonna be very. We need more than that, maybe 1000. Okay. What? What is this guy doing? Oh. Solo much, that guy. Hey shit, I just realized something. My mouse is not working anymore. Is Lobby back? Saw his account in Baron with BFP. Since when is Lobby back? I think I kind of like indicated whether that guy is Lobby, right? And my conclusion is he's not Lobby. Because Lobby has 85 stars, but that guy Lobby, right, has only like less than 20 stars or so, right? This guy over here, BFP, this guy. This, I remember very clearly that Lobby has 85. So this guy only have 80 stars. No. I don't think that's Lobby. Hey, wait, back to this. How's the volume of the mic? Is it loud enough? Actually, this is exactly the same volume that I set long time ago. Mic test. Let me know whether this is still too loud or too soft. Look at this new camera. This new camera has autofocus function. I just saw the review online, right? So out of all the Logitech camera, Brio has one of the best review. So that's the reason why during this, like I think on last Sunday, there's this big discount online going on. So I decided to just buy on this new camera thing. Hopefully it's in sync, because normally when the camera and the microphone is not in sync, right? They'll have like at least 300 milliseconds lag. Oh! Is this guy gonna win? I have no idea. You look red in this camera. Because I just came back from wedding dinner and I drank a bit. Maybe that's the reason why my face is slightly red. I have no idea. And this Baron, right, I don't think there's anyone that's gonna win straight up. It's nothing interesting, to be honest. Alright. I think for now, let's just address some of the questions that's posted by you guys. So, you know, although I didn't reply most of you, I will try to save up all the queries and it's easy to on stream for me to explain rather than type down a long message. Perhaps I wouldn't even put a message across. This first question is I build troops now, so I was wondering what is the best effective make troops, jamming or speed up. Okay, with all manners, it takes me about 1 day to make 6 to spread them up 24 hours, which costs about 1,500. If I jam them, if they 2k gems make okay, in short, right, if you're not sure of whether to jam your troops or speed out your troops, a rule of thumb is this. Let me show you. This one. This. So you remember I have been saying this thing for a long time. You know, for all, be it for familiars or training troops, right? IGG mechanics always follow this graph, which means as long as you are able to push up the duration, the time requirement higher, right, the gems needed per minute, right, will go down drastically. Alright, you reach the plateau and the duration higher is about the same. Alright, for example, this. Wait, let me see if my darkness strike already. Which means, right, you see, for building troops, let's say you manage to push the duration up to 1 day, it costs approximately like 1 gem per minute. But if the duration of building your troops is only merely like 3 hours, it will cost 1.7 gems per minute just to gem out. So it's more like, that's the reason why it's always advisable to build more than 2 barracks for training T2s, or maybe building more than 3 barracks for training T1s, because ideally you want to push up the duration of the jamming of troops per cycle to 15 hours to 1 day, or maybe more than that, so that the effective cost when you jam out troops, right, per minute is lesser. With that as a reference point, right, it doesn't matter once it's hit above 24 hours, because the cost jamming of troops is more or less the same, because it's around 1 gem per minute, so it doesn't make a difference. So it's up to you. Power speed up or to jam your troops. I would recommend jamming is better because you kind of save up your time to save up your time, food again and again, and jamming troops is faster. If you speed up your troops, right, you have to click on the speed ups and process, right. You drink, especially if you really have a very high food. Hey, look at this. Darkness is done. The answer is oh. It's not in sync. Maybe it's because it's laggy. I know what. I think you guys already guessed already, right? $40, $44, $33. Let's do it now. The answer is 30 million. Chuan Jin-jie, well done. You are the first. You are the first one for today. Looks like the magic answer is always 30 million, right? Yesterday, this guy, Callum Khan, also guessed 30 mil, and he's spot on as well. Well done. So let's go back to this. Go back to your question. Okay, so this guy was about the. So hopefully it addressed your question. So what's your input on that? So basically, right, I will prefer gems instead of speed up by virtue of click the speed up, right, to save up the loss food, especially if you are high food output. Okay, this question is. Hey, hi all. Hi Eric Zhang, welcome. So, in your video, you said best to defend the rallies at least to have 1.5 million T4 each and about 3 to 4 million T2 each, okay? But my main has 4 million T3 each instead of T2s. Is that okay? So, first thing first, I have to ask you, the first question is, do you want to entice people to hit you, or it doesn't matter? Because this is going to play a very big part in whether to have more T3s or less T3s. Because you have to bear in mind of something. T3s, right, is not advisable to build that much because it will inflict your might to a very high level. Look at this. Let's see. What? How many T3s do you have? 4 million. Wow. Let's use this lah. Okay. 4 million. I think it's lagging now. The thing is, if you have so much T3s, right, you actually push out your might to at least like I don't know. There's additional like 300 million. And the thing is, your frontline anti-frontline strength is somewhat lower than the typical rally trap status. You know, typical rally trap status is around like 24 million, right? So even with that amount of might, you only merely have like don't care this, this is not updated. You only have like 20 million. yeah, you only have like around 20 million of frontline anti-frontline strength, which is not advisable. So, if let's say it doesn't matter if you want to be trapped or not, yours is fine as long as gears is at least enough as recommended, right? You can defend, but the reason why you build T2s is mainly to push your strength and at the same time having a deflate might, so that it can entice people to hit you. So it doesn't matter. It's not really a need to build T2s. You can, let's say you are not trying to be a trap, which means you're not trying to entice people to hit you. Alright. For T2s, right? Based on this thing, this perfect graph as I illustrated over here. This perfect thing over here. So the main thing is you have to build such that the duration of training your troop is somewhere around 15 hours to 1 day, up to you. Ideally it's 1 day, so that the gems is pushed to the minimum of like 1 gems per minute. Alright, that's the reason why when building T2s, ideally you have to build at least near the 2-3 barracks. So that when you train troops, the time taken for each cycle is near 15 hours to 24 hours. Just like this. Okay, I think I addressed all your questions already. If I didn't, right, just drop me a note. Eh fuck, did I just delete it? No. Oh. Okay, well done. Completed quest. Seriously. No. Okay. I'm not going to get the labyrinth. Typically, right, I would not take any labyrinth quest, especially event. So you're going to use your whole stash, right? It's better going to use it in the right timing to get out ultra rares from the labyrinth events. No point spending them just like this. Merge pack, get lost. This is not, because all the quests here, right? Oh, maybe I can take this 5 times, but it's like 12 AM here. Go and go and sleep, right? I'm gonna fail this quest, definitely. Maybe this, maybe this. Actually, the best quest for me is 19 plus, because 19 plus darkness is easy for most of my teammates are online. We just need troops and get it clear in less than half an hour. That's how I did it for the past half an hour. Look at this. Andy won this. Ash won this. I won this. So mere less than 1 hour, I cleared this off. Wait. Do we have target? What? Huh? Is this a real rally? If let's say it's a real rally, right, bear with me for a while. I have to hide what I'm gonna send. I have to hide what I'm gonna send. Let's see. So fast in split screen on my OnePlus 6 to this phone is awesome. Indeed. More Hall of Fame. Okay, I already thought of Hall of Fame question. It's very simple. Can show your guild fast rewards? Yeah. I've sent you a message. If you could answer my question, that would be. I will do so after addressing question by Chen Junjie. You know, ZAO is ZAO is kind of new in terms of Guild Fest. So only recently we managed to push to the tier just before Master Grade tier. So look at the rewards, kind of suck. What? One common range. That's terrible. Okay. Nothing fantastic except for... I would like to point out all the energy here. I think energy is quite decent for me. I will take... Hey, what is this? Oh. Hardrox. Army size boost is going to be very useful. That's gems equivalent to 5k. Especially when you're going to use that in KVK. This again. And if I couldn't go to this infantry attack jewel, it's more useful. Black Wind as well. You have to unlock this. But the Guild OAO. Maybe it's really breaking. Let's try something. I figured it's probably because of the screen. But I'm not going to show any video. Maybe it works. It's not that lag. You know, for this new Brio camera, right? HD. There's a reason why that's a... Maybe that's the reason why. I have no idea. Okay. So the next Hall of Fame question for now. Wait, did someone just message me? So your question is... I have a question regarding solo traps. Would it be better to have a full T1s or mix of T2s and T3s with T1s? I currently have a solo trap with 60 million T1s. I'm trying to see the best composition for solo traps. The best composition for solo trap is this. Okay. It's this. OAO is in Master Gullets, but not for ZAO. As I mentioned, ZAO is an extension of... We split into two big guilds because to accommodate more than 200 players. So the best breakdown for solo traps is this. I think it's laggy for me as well. Yep, it's just like this. This is currently one of the better solo trap breakdown. T2s as your front line, and T1s as your back line and anti-front line. I guess that's the reason why. So next is okay. Is having two barrack for being cost efficient gem wise. Okay, how does compare versus having additional level 25? Actually, when you're going for teeth training, the same training cycle. Okay, I actually discussed this before. You know, way hard troops. Oh, I missed this. No, I just missed this. Never mind. Bye. Okay. Okay, back to your question. You know, for me, I only have one barrack. Alright? Few infirmaries and the rest manors. And I still build T2s. I still build The thing is, the reason why I don't really want to demolish one of my manors and build one more barrack is because to demolish manors and rebuild it to level 20 with the barrack, then subsequently demolish your barrack again and build the manors again. That whole cycle to rebuild is going to spend a lot of gems. Probably spend more than K gems or so just to do the whole cycle again. So bear this in mind, right? The way how you do this is let's go back to here again. So ideally, right? Ideally, you have to push your... I only have one barrack, so the way is I build T4s using gems, and all the speed ups that I save up, right, I use them to build T2s. So the thing is, when you use speed ups, it doesn't really matter for your cost efficiency anymore, because speed ups is just using speed ups, right? So this cost efficiency thing, right, only plays a part only if you jam up your troops, correct? So if you just use your 15 minutes speed up, or one, like your 3 hours plus 8 hours plus speed up directly to train your T2 troops, alright? All this thing that you're trying to calculate, all this thing, right, it will not place into, it will not be a factor at all, because speed up is the most efficient way based on the actual duration. Alright, it's only when you're gonna utilize your gems, then you have to consider this as a one of the factor, whether to gem it or not to gem it. Okay, so what I do is T4s, I will gem it. T2, I think you are able to push up at least few millions of T2s. But let's say you don't have enough speed ups, then you have to consider pushing up your gem efficiency to somewhat around 15 hours, which is at least 2 barracks. Alright, at least 2 barracks of T, so that you can build your T2s fast. Then subsequently, right, you might want to demolish off the barrack and build a manor, because in the long run, that will save you a lot of gems when jamming up your T4s. But I can't really give you a definite answer, because you really have to foresee whether that cost saving is worthwhile. What? What is the hive? Okay, the solo trap that I just mentioned. Oh, sorry guys. Typo, not here. Yeah, what I meant is Archer and Cataracts. At least like this. Okay? Typo. So 2 million Gladiator. Range, Cataracts. This is the minimum that you need for a solo trap. Alright, it's also depend on the mannerism of the game and whether there's gold champ that's always attacking against you. Then you have to vary it again to push it up. More archers, more cataracts accordingly. This should be good enough to trap most of the players out there. You might want to along the way push it up higher to maybe 7 mil or 8 mil, I don't know. Maybe like this is fine, depending on who you're actually countering. Next is T-Force, finally. Pact Force. So for my Pact, last Hall of Fame question before I this. Out of 100 and right? Oh, 100 Pact. How many Grim Reaper runes? How many Grim Reaper runes? 100 and Pact 4. The closest answer, and the answer must be closest to 5. Closest to 5. How many runes would I get out from this 112 Pact? So I say 3, Achiko 5, Jolo 6, alright 4, Grease must be closest to 5 range. Alright, let's do in 25. Mentally count. Is there Green Reaper? 1 Green Reaper so far. Okay, far we have 1. I just make a mental note over here. So, let's do it all at once. I'm not gonna waste. Oh, answer is 8. 1 plus 7. Answer is 8. Alright. So the closest answer today is a draw between. There's no draw. Chan Junjie. Again. Oh no! 精准的力. Okay, well done guys. 2 times in a row. Wah, ani taiko ah. Well done. Cause it's like it's very late here, and I have okay. So I'm not sure why is my stream lagging. I think it's because of Brio. Hopefully now the camera is not lagging, but hopefully I'll try to resolve it. 2 lollipops. Okay, have a great weekend ahead. Happy Saturday or Sunday, wherever you are. Stay safe, and hopefully I'll be back to show some live zeroing. Because currently my kingdom is kind of like dead. All the targets is either they are or they have been zeroed. Alright. So good luck. Goodbye. Bye bye guys.